For the 12 years that I've resided in Suffolk County, very little time goes by without somebody coming into my office and saying to me, Hermana Margarita, I've been spit at, I've been hit, I've had garbage thrown at me, I have been beaten up. All kinds of little stories that they very often do not want anything done about because they say, but I'm okay. So if I'm okay, I don't want to rock the boat. But today I'd like to share with you a story of a young fella that I know. Main Street, Riverhead, has a lot of tension in it. And he was down on Main Street one day, early evening, and he had bought some food in the local Hispanic store that is there. And he was on his way to cross the street. And as he was crossing the street, someone came behind him with a baseball bat, spun him around, and smashed out every tooth in his head. He was taken to the hospital, and all his teeth were removed from both sides, up and down. Instead of a young man who thought of himself as a very handsome young man smiling, he now became somebody who never wanted to open his mouth because he had no teeth. He couldn't eat. He was humiliated. And worse, we couldn't find out who did it. It was one of those ongoing hidden crimes where the person does it, runs, and then nobody was talking about it. Wilmer entered into a process with our office where we started to look for help, and we did receive help to be able to repair his teeth. It took over 2.5 years of going to a dentist on a regular basis to be able to restore part of the teeth, build up the broken teeth, and give him false teeth. During that time, whenever he would talk to me, this is how he spoke to me. He would never take his hand away from his face. It had a profound effect on me for many reasons. One was the pain and suffering that he went through. The second was also because nothing happened out of it. We couldn't find out who did it. We couldn't hold somebody responsible. And when I think about that, it makes me very conscious of some of the aspects of this report that I think are so important. Absolutely no one ever deserves to be beaten, to be insulted, to be spit upon, to be robbed of their human dignity. Each and every person is entitled to be the person that they are called to be able to walk as a dignified person. A society that has preying upon people without any consequences is a society that is destroying itself, and something needs to be done about it. We need to find those who commit these type of crimes. They need to be held accountable. We need to say to all people that if you do something so horrific, you will pay the consequences for it. And so we have to be very alert citizens, being able to help and work with stopping these kind of things. We have to also, in our empathy, understand that one act has consequences that go on for a long time. This young man, Wilmer, he still feels the effect of that crime. He walks more carefully. He doesn't associate with so many people. He watches behind his back because he's not too sure who's going to be coming behind him. There are ongoing consequences that may last for the rest of a person's life. They tear at the victim, but they also have an effect upon the victimizer, because when they are not caught, when they are not held responsible, they are given a tacit permission to continue doing what they're doing. And that cannot happen. All of these type crimes are continuing in various ways in our county, from the little ones to the ones with the day laborers on the street, to the massive crimes all the way up to murder. And we have to call upon ourselves as citizens of Suffolk County as what are we going to do and where is our responsibility to change the living for all of us for the better.